This week we have harvested 238 pounds of usable tomatoes.
What was your biggest day of your biggest tomato day?
The biggest tomato day was 133 pounds.
And that was Monday?
That was this past Monday.
Okay.
So far.
And today?
Today is 105
wow.
and a half pounds.
Okay, so
in 2 days.
Help me with the math. How much is that again?
That's 238 and a half pounds.
Of tomatoes alone. Wow.
In our 2 days of harvesting during the week.
Wow.
Always get the harvest done by close to 10 o'clock when the food pantry opens. So they have the fresh produce to distribute for the full 3 hours. So.
Show me what you have.
Okay. Today, this is just for today. There's tomatoes, squash, peppers, eggplant, hot peppers, a little bit of Swiss chard, a little bit of kale, few straggling beets that are from our early spring crops, and a lot of onions. Today was onion day. The vegetables go to the Churchill Senior Center for their lunch program, and the rest of them go to the food pantry run by Of One Accord in Churchill. These are Brussels sprouts, and the cover is strictly for insect control. Since again we don't use pesticides, the kale crops like cabbage and broccoli and Brussels sprouts, the bugs love them. So we use light fabric cover that lets the water and the air through, and we don't pick it up when it's time to harvest. Okay. We did that with, on the other side of the garden, you'll see an existing hoop house that we used earlier in the season for most of our greens. We also keep those covered.
Is there a secret to having a successful garden every year? What's the secret?
A little bit of planning, a little bit of luck, and a little bit of work. Okay. We are always looking for people who are interested in gardening and who just love being outside, because we could always use a few more hands. This is the start of our, it's not going to be fruit trees, but this is the start of our new project. The city just brought us some dirt here. We had a little bit of a washout problem. So we are going to construct a berry berm this fall. So we'll have blueberries, blackberries, and raspberries, and it's a dual purpose because this dirt here is already stopping the water when it rains, and we'll have a few more crops to do. Some of the beds that you see that are empty are just because as a crop is finished, we immediately take everything up so we don't have any residue for the bugs to take over. This was one of our bean towers that was just stripped a couple weeks ago. This was a tower that was actually planted by a local Girl Scout troop, because we do host youth groups here. Anybody who wants to come and learn about raised bed gardening or learn how to plant things, we're happy to have them. We have both email, and we also do a blog where we give little gardening tips and just let people know what's going on with the garden.
What's your blog address?
The blog address is churchhillseniorgarden.blogspot.com.
Okay.
This is the local favorite okra, of course. We love sunflowers. We like them for the birds, because we do like to attract certain kinds of birds because they're great bug eaters. We have bluebird houses up along the fences, and on the hillside there we just fledged the nest of little song sparrows over in the comfrey.
If you had to put a dollar figure on the amount of vegetables that have been contributed, where would you put it at?
We've done a little close to 9,000 pounds, so I would say anywhere between $12,000 and $15,000 worth of produce that we have donated. And we are concerned about the food insecurity in this region, that we feel it's sad that people actually go hungry, and we're just trying to do our part to help.
What do you got in there?
Dead bugs. You don't want to look at this. This is
Oh,
gross.
sure. We're not afraid of dead bugs. What are those
Yeah.
things?
What are these?
Is that the bean beetle? And they drop them into soapy water and it kills them.
Little ones here and big ones and...
Are they eating your lettuce?
Oh,
They eat.
purposely this
Yeah.
is left here.
Oh, that's your bug trap.
That's the bug trap. What do you think? Well, it's picked now.
He'll be all right.
2 more pounds. Good onion.
Perfect.
Sounds hollow, right?
Perfect.
Baby up there. Bring it over.
Wow, that's a county fair entry right there. Golly.
You might need to weigh that one separately.
Yeah, I want to know how much that one weighs by
We
itself.
don't intend for him to get this big.
Golly, that's a 7-pound.
Yeah, 6 and 3/4. Close to 7.
No, it's closer to 7. Yeah.
105.5 pounds of tomatoes, 24 3/4 pounds of squash and zucchini combined, 19 pounds of onions, 12 pounds of watermelon, 1 1/4 pounds of greens, which were chard and kale, and 8 3/4 pounds of peppers, eggplant, and the remnants of our cucumbers. And that's for a total of 171 1/4 pounds for today.
Okay. And all of that except for 1 box of tomatoes is going where?
To the emergency food pantry of Churchill, run by Of One Accord Ministry. Well, we'll actually do 1 box of tomatoes for the senior center for their lunch today,
Okay.
and the rest will go to the food pantry.
Okay.
Last year we were awarded the statewide Tennessee Master Gardeners Community Service Award for Search for Excellence
Wow.
for community service.
Wow.
And this is a statewide award, and we are very proud of this.
How many volunteers total do you have?
We are running the garden right now on 6.
6. Oh, so you got the whole gang here.
We have, we're only missing 1 who is on vacation right now. So.
How do you become a master gardener?
Master Gardeners are classes given by the University of Tennessee Extension Department, and they have classes every fall. This year they are in Bluntville. Starting in September, you can contact the Sullivan County agent, Chris Ramsey, if you're interested. And it's about 3 months of classes. And afterwards, you go out into the community and try to just help educate home gardeners on whatever they have questions with. And of course, we don't know all the answers, but we can always tell you where you could go find them if you need them.